it's Hilary here in my studio in Los Angeles, and this month's tutorial is rolling back, or some of you might know it as rolling like a ball. So this is the first time in your mat that you're going to feel and kind of find that full flexion of your spine. Also, all the stuff we've been kind of leading up to with the 100 and the roll up and getting into that center lift that's so all over the map in Pilates. So there's a transition. He loved to do transition so that you're constantly moving in your practice and not just kind of stopping and resting and whatever, that it just flows, continues. So if we were lying down, because we had just finished our one leg circle, so you're gonna lie on your back, and we'll just kind of go through some little key points, and I'm gonna give you some little tips to kind of help you with this. It's super fun. So you would just reach your arms back, and we're gonna do a roll up, but we're gonna pull our knees in, and we're just gonna find our ball. So you should be fine on the mat, wherever you roll. So let's kind of think about what has to work here. So go ahead, have your hands near your ankles or whatever's good for you, and just place your toes on your mat. Close enough that you're a little bit behind your sit bones. You're kind of a little bit in that already feeling of the hips going back. And then without anything moving, I want you to think that you're pulling your knees into your shoulders. So just use your center and just pull your knees up without anything else moving, as tight as you can. Do you feel that? And then just let it go. Again, without anything moving. So you're not using your arms, you're really just pulling in with your center here without anything changing at all. So do you feel that connection? Do you feel that way down deep, right? That's what we want to maintain that ball. So see if you can do that. See if you can just pull those knees in. It's okay if they're out. Everyone's body structure is different. So whatever your ball looks like, it's not gonna look like mine. It's gonna look like yours. So from here, what we wanna think about is that we're not like throwing ourselves back, and we're also not caving in. So just kind of sit tall, and then looking towards your ball, right? Just kind of think of a little bit at both ends. And then what we want to picture is that we're going to roll back here first. So I'll kind of show you that. So we're just going to kind of go back, bringing our knees towards our chest, and then we're kind of bringing our head back forward. So I'll show you that again. So we're going to roll back. Think if you have little knobs here and you're just rolling them and taking your little booty that way. So I'll show you the difference between just kind of flinging yourself. So that would mean my head would come back first. See the difference? So let's try it again. Pull those knees in, hold them tight. And your chest is nice and open. We're not really in this position. Do you see the difference? This is not our ball because we're super rounded here. And what we want is just, again, that even bend of our spine. So we're just gonna kind of look towards our belly, find that round, keep our chest nice and open, let the hips come under, and let the head come back up. Ooh, yeah. So you just want, and there is momentum here, because you're rolling, right? So we have some momentum. If you just lose that gaze, that's gonna stop you from getting up. So that's where that full rounded of it becomes. Another trick I learned from one of my mentors is to think if you had, and you can like use a band, like sit on it and have, but if you had a band and you were kind of holding like your tail and your head, so you're gonna pull this part of your band to take your rear end up, and then pull this part to bring your head forward. So the rolling back is super fun, and you can take that transition that we did and do it a few times to kind of find that feeling. So like we did earlier, you just reach your arms back, roll up, pull those knees in, just like I talked about, pull those knees in. And you've already done the 100 if you're in a mat, right? You've already done the 100, so just think, we're gonna go back to that 100. So we're gonna reach those legs, reach those arms, find your 100, and continue down. And then back into that ball. And then back into that 100. So this is just something nice and fun to do. Gives you a little feeling of that holding those knees in, because that's really what we want. We don't want to be holding them in. We want to physically be pulling and rounding. So that's your rolling back, a little tutorial on it, some little tips. But remember, it changes each time you do it. There might be days where our ball goes off to one side or the other side. One day I just kind of spun around. So it's just giving you an idea of how things are going and what's working, and maybe where we're a little tight. So I will see you on the mat, or this month maybe on the reformer. Bye.